Guys, I want to take a look at the Stellar Lumens chart, and the ticker for this one is XLM. Now, before I get into this, I'm not really sure how you found this channel. It's very new, under 100 subscribers so far. So if you want to get more updates like this, because I'm going to do about 2 or 3 different analysis videos every single day, just subscribe and hit the bell, click on all, because normally if you type in any of these coin names, you're just going to get the big channels that have like 100,000 subscribers. So you may not be able to find this channel again if you don't subscribe. Anyway, so this is the XLM chart on the weekly time frame, and it's pumping today. I'm not really sure what happened fundamentally. I think they're coming out with the Fed now, and there's speculation that it may have something to do, like Stellar Lumens may be used in some form or fashion with that technology. I'm not sure. I guess we're going to find out tomorrow, but something's going on. Maybe somebody knows something, or it could just be like regular technical breakout. But I don't know. People are kind of the conspiracies are out there. They think this might be involved somehow. This and Ripple, and anyway, we're gonna see tomorrow. But until then, we can just look at the technicals. And as you can see, obviously we had the big blow off top here, and then for about since May 2021, so over 2 years, we were just in this brutal downtrend. Right, we had 1, 2, 3 multiple touches on this down sloping resistance line. We recently broke out of it. In January this year, we broke out, and then we had a back test. But for about almost 2 months, this former resistance line flipped to support, and it held the price here until we got this. As I'll zoom in so you can see. Then we got this candle that had like a lot. We kind of broke down a bit, but then we had it closed with a long bullish wick, and that kind of sent us off to what's happening right now. Now you'll also see that where we kind of bounced off, that was basically lined up over here, so that we had this horizontal support line, and yeah, just basically we found pretty obvious range of support right here. So now the question is, where are we heading? So the first thing I want to do to find a potential target is I want to take a Fibonacci, and I'm going to drag it from the swing high down here to the swing low. And that's going to give us some potential targets. So as you can see right now, we are currently at the 382, which kind of like coincides with this level of support here. But I think ultimately, I almost think we're probably going to make it up here. Now this is just speculation, but we are showing signs of a lot of strength here. I would personally anticipate that we get up here to this 50% retracement level, and at that point, depending on if I'm seeing any bearish divergence on the oscillators or anything like that, I may look to enter a short. But if I do, the reason why I would do it here is because I would be able to know if I'm wrong very quickly. So I would wait for the candle to close, maybe on the weekly time frame here. I probably do it on the daily, and let's say theoretically if I was to enter a short position at this 50%, right? So I waited for the daily candle to close and see where it closed, just so I don't get, stopped out off a wick or something like that. So if a candle body closed below here and started showing signs of weakness, I would enter the position here, and I place a stop loss slightly above, and I would target, I'd probably target just this 382 line. So not getting greedy. And this would give me a great risk-reward ratio of about 1 to 5. So I would risk 4.74% to potentially gain 23.86%. So that's a good trade setup that I'm going to look for. But you got to be careful with these shorts, guys, because ultimately I think the bottom is likely in, and it looks like we are flipping bullish here. But that's not to say that you can't take these very calculated short positions in a bull market, but you just have to be very conservative with your stop loss and your take profit, right? So just come up here, maybe buy a pullback, and then anticipate from here, maybe long, and try to run it up to the golden pocket here. So that's basically how the markets move. They work kind of like in a staircase format. So you'll come up here, maybe come down, come up, come down, come up, just like little waves, Okay, so I'm going to change the chart right now. And I want to look at this because I have different indicators on this particular chart. And what you're looking at right now, this is called a smart trail, and it's essentially a dynamic level of support and resistance that I like to use. So as you can see, if the price is below this red line, so if the price is below the line, it's red. And if it's above, I have it set to blue. And normally what happens is the price will come up, and it'll kind of interact with this level of resistance, and more often than not, it'll get rejected. And likewise, if you're above it and you come down, it will oftentimes serve as a support level. So you see here, we kind of like bounced off of it. So these are great levels. Like if the price comes to it from below, I can look for shorts. And if it kind of comes down to it from above, I can look for buys. So you see here, it kind of like fought with this support line for a while and eventually broke down, and now we're under it. And we've been under it for a long time. This was the peak of the bull market here, and then we've been under it for about 2 years. And look what just happened this week on this particular candle. We're breaking above it. So, I mean, yeah, we're flipping blue again. So this is good news. This is like if I was a swing trader and I just wanted to buy and hold over a period of a year or two, then this is the perfect indicator to use. The smart trail on a weekly time frame is excellent for that. Okay, so let's get this off and let's look at another indicator that I like to use. And this basically, these here, they're order blocks, and they just basically mark levels on the chart that have a significant transaction volume. And usually these ranges will serve as a level of either support or resistance. So if we're coming up to it, I'm looking at this range here from about 22 cents up to 24 cents to be a level of resistance. And I think that probably aligns with the level that I just said, the 50% retracement level. So let me run that again from the top down to the bottom. And there we go. That works out perfectly. Okay, so this 50% retracement level lines up exactly with this previous kind of high here and this order block. So I have a lot of confluence in this level, which is why even though we're currently at the 382, which can oftentimes serve as a level of resistance, I would anticipate we're probably going to get up here. Now, would I long here? For me to long here, I would have to. I mean, obviously, if you're buying for the long term, yeah, okay, it's fine. It's good for a swing play to the upside. Again, not financial advice. This is just like I'm just kind of thinking out loud here. I'm not telling you what to do. If I was to long, I would. Because I want to enter a position where, like I said, I can get out quickly, yeah? I don't like risking too much. So right here this was our break of structure level. And I think this was also, we had a break of structure which also lined up with our previous day high. And our previous day low was all the way down here. And these levels oftentimes serve as levels of support and resistance. So with that being where we broke structure and this being a level of resistance that we were able to get through with this very bullish candle, if we come back to this level and we start forming, say, like a doji, for example, which is like kind of an indecision candle that may indicate that, yeah, okay, there's a lot of buying coming in at this level. We may continue our upward journey. Then I would enter a trade or potentially enter a trade. We'll see how it looks. And if I'm even focused on the chart at the time, I could enter a long and basically, say if I enter here, I could put a stop loss just below. But make sure you wait for the candle to close because you don't want to get stopped out off a wick. It's really annoying. And then even if I shorted back up to this kind of range high, this candle here, that would give me a great risk reward. And this is very conservative, guys. I'm hardly risking anything. I would risk 1.31% to potentially get almost 6% on the upside. So a risk reward ratio of about almost 1 to 5, 1 to 4.5. So yeah, you know what? Maybe I might even set an alert or even set a little bit of put a limit order there on the exchange I'm using, which is BitGet. But yeah, that could be a decent opportunity. Obviously, if this breaks down, then I'll get stopped out very quickly. And then my next potential long entry I would look to would be down here in the 15-cent range. But yeah, I'm going to look to this and maybe try to long it up. And I would take profits at the target that I mentioned to you guys, the 50% retracement, which I'll just mark it out for you once again, just to confirm. Let's do, okay, it already is marked here, the 50% retracement level. I would look to take profits. I would start taking profits around this 21 cents, 21.93, and then I would maybe do take profit halfway above that, 22.80, and then my final take profit would be around 23.56. Which is right on the fib retracement level. So Yeah, and then, like I said, if I start seeing that it's showing signs of weakness here, I might look to enter a short back down to this 382. So yeah, just know, I mean, guys, the market moves in waves. Mark these levels out, find confluence, try to enter, put a very, very tight stop loss, and then be conservative with your targets, especially if you're doing a counter trend trade, because now we are, like I said, we've broken out of a 2-year downtrend and we are looking very bullish. Ultimately, I think again, this is the start of a bull market. So I don't want you guys to misconstrue this when I say, oh, you can, get 5% on this trade or 10% on this trade. Yeah, I'm just talking about short-term trades. Obviously, I think that, if you're buying now and your plan is to sell it maybe mid-2025, I think you'll do very well. Again, not financial advice, but yeah, I want to say that like there's a difference between short-term trading and long-term kind of swing trading and holding, right? Okay, so I think that about wraps it up. This looks great. Let me just do something. Let me take a trend-based flip extension. Let me just see something here. Ultimate targets, yeah, all the way up. Yeah, 618. I mean, targets for the for the bull market, the end of the bull market cycle, we're into like, almost, what's this up here? Like almost $3, over $3 and something, which from 17 cents is a pretty good return, right? And it could go much higher than that. But yeah, overall, guys, I think this is. We're seeing the same thing on a lot of these altcoins, right? We're just breaking out of long-term, multi-year downtrends, and we're just kind of like firing up the jets. So yeah, again, these indicators that I'm using, I'll put a link to them in the pinned comment. But as you can see, they're very useful. They just mark out these levels, right? Yeah, very, very useful ranges, and it marks out the previous day high, the previous day low, all kinds of stuff. It gives you the same indicator that's showing me these levels, also shows me the smart trail, right? Great for swing trading, the dynamic level of support and resistance. But anyway, guys, that about wraps it up for Stellar Lumens. And once again, if you're not subscribed and you want to be able to find these videos again, maybe subscribe now, hit the bell, and click on all, because if you don't do that, I don't think YouTube's even going to show it to you on the homepage. Anyway, guys, have a good day and take care. Bye.